Choosing a business name is one of the first steps in starting a business. Prior to making a decision on a business name, there are certain considerations to make. In today's video, I am going to talk to you about the 5 considerations to make prior to choosing a business name. Hi, my name is Andrew. I'm the managing attorney here at Freedom Through Business, where we help entrepreneurs just like you start your businesses, grow your businesses, while staying legally compliant. The purpose of these videos are to provide you with as much clarity and guidance in the beginning stages of starting a business. So if you haven't already, please make sure you hit the like, subscribe, as well as the bell notification so you don't miss out on any future videos. These videos are for educational purposes only, and so make sure you speak with a professional prior to doing anything. And so with that side note out of the way, let's go ahead and talk about the 5 considerations to make prior to choosing a business name. The first consideration an entrepreneur is going to want to make prior to choosing a business name is the business name should not be confusing. Choosing a business name is a great way to represent what the business actually provides with respect to the products that it sells or the services that it administrates. In this case, a business name that's likely to confuse, the best way to put it is by providing an example. Say, for example, an entrepreneur wants to be able to sell products online. They're going to want to choose a business name that's somewhat associated with online product sales. That way, when that entrepreneur is working with other third parties, such as manufacturers or bulk sellers, etc., he'll be able to use the LLC name and the other third parties will be familiar with the type of business that's being operated. In short, a business that sells products online should not name their business name Nature Tours LLC, because Nature Tours LLC is very confusing. They sell products online, but they're named Nature Tours. It doesn't add up. It's likely to confuse. The second consideration to make is when choosing a business name, it's important to not include negative terms. And what I mean by this is you would be surprised how powerful a business name is. A business name can either attract customers and clients, or it can propel customers and clients. And of course, if you're a successful entrepreneur, you want to be on the side where the business name is attracting, as opposed to scaring away any potential clients or customers. A great example of this would be a business name called From Nothing to Something LLC. While it provides a nice message, it is still conveying sort of a negative term. In this case, from nothing. If a customer and client were to see that from nothing to something, it may dissuade them, it may subconsciously dissuade them. So that is something to actually keep in mind. Do not use any sort of potential negative terms. A third consideration you're going to want to make is you're going to want to avoid choosing a business name that's hard to understand. People, and what I mean by people is customers and clients, like to work with the familiar. If a business name is so unique, so out of this world that it's hard for a customer or client to comprehend the name, then again, the familiar aspect is out the window, and because there's no familiarity between the customer or client and the business name, they may not want to work with the business itself. And so when choosing a business name, make sure you choose a business name that is familiar. So in short, an entrepreneur who's in the process of choosing a business name is going to want to choose a business name that sounds familiar but carries some uniqueness. The fourth consideration you're going to want to make is you're going to want to avoid choosing a business name that may be misleading. And what I mean by this is a business name can be misleading if it leads the public to believe that the businesses are somehow associated. So in this case, we're all familiar with the brand Walmart. Say, for example, Jim, who lives down the road, wants to open a gym. And so Jim names his gym Walmart's Gym LLC. Walmart's Gym LLC. You can already see the conflict and the issue with this. Jim has no association with Walmart. He has no relationship, he has no partnership but he's using their name. This is likely to lead customers and clients to believe that Jim's new gym, called Walmart Gym LLC, it's likely to lead customers and clients to believe that somehow the Walmart quote-unquote gym owned by Jim is somehow associated with Walmart. And because Walmart has built up such a strong brand marketing, that trust, that authority is priceless. And so in this case, Jim would be misleading the public to make them believe that he's somehow associated with Walmart, that he has a relationship with them, when in fact he doesn't. And so in this case, Jim is using all of the hard work and time Walmart has used to build up their brand. This is misleading, and this is something that an entrepreneur is going to want to avoid when choosing a business name. They're going to want to avoid choosing a business name that may likely mislead the general public. The fifth consideration an entrepreneur is going to want to make is they're going to want to make sure that their potential business name, their potential preferred business name, is actually available. If their business name is not available, then they're likely not going to be able to register under that business name. But let's say, for example, a business name that sounds similar is available. And what I mean by this is, say for example, there's a pizza store called John's Pizzas. Next door to that pizza store is another pizza store called Juan's Pizzas. Although they are completely different names, they are phonetically similar sounding. This may lead to potential issues, this may lead to potential conflicts. But what happens if one business is called Yellow Tabs? They sell post-it notes, yellow tabs, that's what one business is called. And another business is called Yellow Cabs, and they provide taxi services. What happens in this event? Both business names are very similar sounding, however they are different names. Additionally, they do provide different types of services. So in this case, while there is likely to be no issue with the names, there's always potential that one business could bring a lawsuit against the other just because the names are very similar sounding. And so that's something to keep in mind, though it's not very likely to happen, it could occur. And so these are the 5 considerations to make prior to choosing a business name. If you happen to have any questions about anything that I talked about in today's video, make sure you click the link down below to book your free call with a professional who can help you better understand how to choose a business name. If you happen to enjoy this video, please make sure you hit the like, subscribe, as well as the bell notification so you don't miss out on any future videos. It's time to invest in yourself. It's time to rise.